In 1682, Robert Cavalier claimed Louisiana for France. The land was full of swamps, winding rivers, and coastlines no one had mapped. Over time, empires came and went. They built forts, then left them. People were moved from their homes, but the land kept hiding what was left behind. Even today, we still see signs of those times. Fort Proctor was meant to protect New Orleans, but it was never finished or used. Acadian village shows how French exiles had to start over and build a new life. And the Tchefuncte River Light Station, built in 1837, still stands by Lake Pontchartrain, shining like it did long ago. Stay with me as we uncover the hidden wonders of Louisiana, places so unreal, they might just change the way you see this state forever. Lake Pontchartrain is an estuary, not a true lake, connected to the Gulf through narrow straits. The water is a mix of fresh and salt, supporting a wide range of fish, birds, and other animals. In fact, its marshes and wetlands are important for migratory birds, and people visit for sailing, kayaking, and fishing. The lake has faced pollution and oil spills, but cleanup efforts have improved water quality, encouraging swimming and recreation. It was also at the centre of dramatic events, such as the flooding during Hurricane Katrina, when storm surges caused levees to fail, flooding nearby communities. The Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is a pair of parallel bridges, known for being the longest continuous bridge over water in the world, as it stretches for nearly 24 miles. The causeway connects the southern shore at Metairie to the northern shore at Mandalay. The bridge is so long that, in the middle, drivers often can't see land in any direction. The new Canal Lighthouse stands at the end of what was once the new Basin Canal. The original structure was built in the 1800s and has been replaced and rebuilt several times due to storms and hurricanes. The lighthouse survived the Civil War, serving both Confederate and Union forces, and was heavily damaged during Hurricane Katrina, but has since been restored and now operates as a museum and education centre. Metairie is a census-designated place on the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain, forming the southern end of the Causeway. More like a major suburban community, it is part of the larger New Orleans metropolitan area and does not have its own local government like other towns. The area serves as a gateway for those crossing the Causeway and offers parks and recreational opportunities along the lakefront. On the northeastern shore of the lake is another residential community called the Eden Isles. The area is built around a network of canals that connect to the lake, making it popular with boaters and anglers. Residents enjoy waterfront living, with many homes having direct access to the water. It is managed by a homeowners association that works to maintain the community and respond to local concerns, especially after hurricanes. The community also hosts events like the annual Crawfish Cook-Off, drawing visitors for food and music. Fort Proctor is a ruined coastal fort located in St. Bernard Parish, on the shore of Lake Bourne, near Shell Beach. It is recognised for its abandoned state, unusual engineering, and representative of the region's efforts to defend water routes to New Orleans. The design is considered an example of a Martello tower with thick brick and concrete walls, iron beams and granite, providing all-around fire capabilities and durability. The construction of the Mississippi River Gulf Outlet Canal in the 1960s cut off all land access, leaving the structure now surrounded by shallow water and accessible only by boat or kayak. Grand Isle is a barrier island at the end of a long highway, known for fishing, beaches, and as a destination for outdoor recreation. It is the only inhabited barrier island in the region and acts as a natural shield for inland communities against storms. Roseate spoonbills are large wading birds with pink feathers, a bald head, and a unique spoon-shaped bill. They feed by swinging their bills side to side in shallow water, using touch to find crustaceans, small fish, and insects. Their pink colour comes from eating crustaceans rich in carotenoids. These birds are social, often seen foraging in groups with other waders like egrets and herons. They nest in colonies, usually in mangroves or low trees over water. Courtship includes synchronized movements and bill clapping. Both parents help build the nest, incubate eggs, and feed the young. Nutria are another sight to see in the large canopy of the forest. Semi-aquatic rodents with stocky bodies, webbed feet, and bright orange incisors. Sometimes called swamp beavers, they live in marshes and wetlands, feeding on a wide range of plants, including marsh grasses, cypress seedlings, and aquatic vegetation. Nutria are mostly active at night and around sunrise and sunset, but can be seen during the day when food is scarce or in undisturbed areas. They are strong swimmers and quickly dive into water when threatened, staying submerged for several minutes. Baton Rouge is the capital city of Louisiana and is known for its role as a port on the Mississippi River, its universities, and its political history. The name Baton Rouge means red stick in French, as early French explorers named the area after seeing a red pole marking the boundary between the hunting grounds of the Huma and Bayagula tribes. The pole, possibly painted and decorated with fish bones, served as a tribal marker and was a notable landmark for those travelling along the river. The Louisiana State Capitol is the tallest Capitol building in the United States and one of the few without a dome. Built in the Art Deco style, it was completed quickly during the 1930s and is closely associated with Governor Huey P. Long, who was later assassinated in the building. The old state capitol is a Gothic revival building designed to look like a castle, serving as the seat of government until the current capitol was built. During the Civil War, it was used as a prison and garrison, suffering fire damage. The building is now a museum of political history, with exhibits on the state's political past and notable figures, as it shows off its spiral staircase and stained glass dome. LSU is the largest university in the state and a major research institution. The campus is known for its Italian Renaissance architecture, live mascot Mike the Tiger, and Tiger Stadium, which is famous for its loud and energetic football games. LSU traditions include tailgating, homecoming, and Victory Hill, where players and the mascot parade before games. Des Allemands is a small community known as the catfish capital of the world, recognised for its freshwater catfish industry and annual celebrations centred on this fish. The area is defined by its connection to the abundant freshwater of Bayou des Allemands and the nearby Lac des Allemands, which provide ideal conditions for catfish and other freshwater species. Mandalay National Wildlife Refuge is known for its freshwater marshes, cypress tupelo swamps, and man-made canals. Established in the 1990s to conserve and protect freshwater marshes in the region, as it is also part of the Mississippi Flyway, an important route for migratory birds travelling between North and South America. Alligators are common in the refuge, living in the marshes, swamps and canals. These reptiles are most active during warmer months and can be seen basking on banks or swimming with only their eyes above water. Alligators play a key role in the ecosystem by creating gator holes that provide water for other animals during dry periods. They are solitary and territorial, with powerful jaws and a diet that includes fish, birds, and small mammals. Visitors are advised to keep a safe distance, as alligators can move quickly when threatened. The great egret is a large white wading bird with a yellow bill and black legs. It hunts by standing still or slowly stalking prey in shallow water, then striking quickly with its bill to catch fish, frogs, and insects. Great egrets are often seen alone or in small groups, feeding in marshes and along waterways. They build nests in colonies, usually in tall trees or shrubs over water. During breeding season, they develop long, delicate plumes on their backs, which were once targeted by plume hunters. Pointe-aux-Chenes is a community in Terrebonne parish, known for its strong Indigenous presence, fishing traditions, and marshland environment. The area is surrounded by wetlands, bayous and canals, and is home to the Pointe-aux-Chenes Indian tribe, whose members are descendants of several native groups, including the Kitimacha, Choctaw, Acolapissa and Atacapa. Lake Charles is a city recognised for its role in petrochemical refining, gaming, tourism, and education. In the late 1800s, a major sulphur discovery in the area led to a period when Lake Charles was said to have the richest 50 acres in the world, attracting workers and boosting the local economy. Today it is home to several casinos, a lively festival scene, and a reputation for Cajun and Creole cuisine. The city is also known for its music, particularly Zydeco and Cajun styles, and for its many annual parades and events, including a major Mardi Gras celebration and the Louisiana Pirate Festival. The Calcasieu River Bridge, also called the I-10 Bridge, is a major structure connecting Lake Charles to Westlake. Known locally as the Pistol Bridge, due to its decorative railings featuring crossed pistols, the bridge is an arched cantilever truss that opened in the early 1950s. Originally, it was built as part of US Highway 90 before being incorporated into Interstate 10. The bridge was intended to last for 50 years and carry much less traffic than it does today, but has been declared structurally deficient in modern day and is scheduled for replacement. Fort Pike stands on the shore of Lake Catherine, recognised for its brick and masonry design and its role in protecting the Rigolets Pass, a strategic waterway leading to New Orleans. It was part of a series of coastal defences ordered after the War of 1812, intended to prevent future invasions by sea, though it never ended up firing a cannon in battle. Eventually it was abandoned by the military in the late 1800s and became a state historic site. Tchefuncte River Light Station is recognised for guiding vessels into the Tchefuncte River from Lake Pontchartrain, marking a tricky S-shaped entrance used by commercial and recreational boats. It is named after the Tchefuncte River, which takes its name from the Tchefuncte people, a native group who lived in the area for centuries. The lighthouse has survived multiple hurricanes, including Katrina and Isaac, which caused significant damage but did not destroy the tower. Acadian Village is a cultural park in Lafayette that recreates a typical 19th century Cajun community, featuring original homes, a chapel, and other buildings from the era. The site is recognised for preserving Cajun architecture, daily life and traditions, and serves as a venue for festivals, events and educational programs. The Atchafalaya Basin is a vast wetland system made up of swamps, bayous, bottomland hardwood forests, and open water. It is recognized as the largest river swamp in North America, stretching for miles and containing a mix of forest habitat and marsh. In fact, it is also home to the largest remaining stretch of cypress forest and the largest nesting concentration of bald eagles in the region. Often seen in the Atchafalaya Basin is the anhinga, which is known for its long neck, pointed beak, and habit of swimming with only its head and neck above water, earning it the nickname snakebird. They hunt by swimming underwater, using their webbed feet to pursue fish and other aquatic prey. They spear fish with a rapid thrust of their neck and bring their catch to the surface to eat. These animals also lack waterproof feathers, so after swimming, they must perch with wings spread wide to dry and absorb heat from the sun. Anhingas are strong swimmers, but have difficulty flying with wet feathers, so they may run across the water surface to take off if threatened. Chauvin is a small community in Terrebonne Parish, recognised for its fishing traditions, bayou culture, and unique folk art. Its name comes from Albert Éloi Chauvin, a young French pioneer who opened the first general store on Bayou Petit Caillou in the late 1800s. The store grew into a hub for seafood processing and canning, and as the community developed, it took on the founder's name. In relation, it is also defined by its traditional fishing community, where family-owned boats and businesses continue to operate. New Orleans is known for its music, food, and festivals. It is recognized as the birthplace of jazz, home to Creole and Cajun cuisine, and famous for celebrations like Mardi Gras and the Jazz and Heritage Festival. The city is also noted for its unique architecture, especially in the French Quarter, and its role as a major port along the Mississippi River. The French Quarter, also called the Vieux Carré, is the oldest neighbourhood in New Orleans. It was established in the early 1700s and originally laid out as a grid of 6 by 13 blocks. The area is known for its historic architecture, with much of it built during Spanish rule after fires destroyed earlier French buildings. However, it is most famous for its Creole townhouses, wrought iron balconies and courtyards. The area is still home to over 4,000 residents and is a centre for festivals, parades and street performances. Bourbon Street runs through the heart of the French Quarter and is known for its nightlife, bars and live music. The street was named after the French royal family, the House of Bourbon, and was originally a prestigious residential area. Over time, it became a centre for entertainment, with jazz clubs, restaurants and bars replacing homes. In fact, it is most popular for its Mardi Gras celebrations, neon signs, and cocktails like the Hurricane. Jackson Square is a historic park in the French Quarter, originally called Place d'Armes, as it is surrounded by some of the oldest buildings in the city. It has an open-air artist colony, where up to 200 artists display and sell their work along the iron fence. This makes the square a major centre for street performers, musicians and fortune tellers. Notably, the park was redesigned in the 1800s after Paris's Place des Vosges, with gardens, walkways and a decorative fence. St. Louis Cathedral is one of the oldest cathedrals in the United States and a prominent example of French Gothic architecture. The first church on the site was built in the early 1700s, but the current structure dates to the late 1700s and was expanded and rebuilt in the 1800s after fire and hurricane damage. The cathedral is dedicated to King Louis IX of France and has been a centre for worship and civic gatherings since the city's founding. The church features stained glass, statues, and a distinctive triple steeple facing Jackson Square. Old Metairie Cemetery, known as Metairie Cemetery, was built on the grounds of a former racetrack after the Civil War. The cemetery's creation is tied to a local legend. After being refused membership in the Metairie Jockey Club, Charles T. Howard vowed the racetrack would become a cemetery, which happened after the club went bankrupt. The cemetery is characterised by its elaborate tombs, monuments and mausoleums, many following the original oval layout of the racetrack. Audubon Park is a large urban park in Uptown, originally developed on the site of a plantation and later used as a military hospital during the Civil War. The park was purchased by the city in the 1870s and named in honour of naturalist John James Audubon. It features ancient live oaks, walking and biking paths, playgrounds, a lagoon, and the Audubon Zoo. Interestingly, the park hosted the 1884 World's Industrial and Cotton Centennial Exposition, and its design was influenced by the Olmsted brothers, who also designed Central Park. Algiers Point is the city's second oldest neighbourhood, established in the early 1700s across the Mississippi River from the French Quarter. It is known for its Victorian cottages, Creole houses, and quiet small-town feel. The area has a history of jazz musicians and was once home to vaudeville theatres and dance halls. Greenwood Cemetery was founded in the mid-19th centuries by the Firemen's Charitable and Benevolent Association. It was the first above-ground cemetery in the city, built without wall vaults, and is enclosed by an iron fence. Today the cemetery features a variety of tomb styles, including neo-Gothic, Egyptian, Baroque, and folk art tombs. It also has nearly 20,000 grave lots and the largest collection of iron tombs in the city. Holy Name of Jesus Church was founded in the late 1800s by the Jesuits and is located on the campus of Loyola University. The original wooden church was moved to make way for the university, and a new stone church was built in the early 1900s. Curiously, the church was one of the first in the region to broadcast Mass on the radio. The Mississippi River is a defining feature of New Orleans, shaping its history, economy, and daily life. The river's crescent-shaped bend gave the city its nickname, the Crescent City, which was the main reason for the city's founding, providing access to trade and transport. The river is known for its powerful currents, deep channels, and role in local folklore and music. Algiers Point marks the river's deepest spot in the area, used by pilots to navigate the sharp bend. The riverfront is lined with levees, parks and wharves, and is a popular spot for riverboat cruises, festivals, and watching ships pass. This is Louisiana, a land of hidden wonders and remarkable architectural marvels. Now, if you don't want to miss the most unreal wonders of Honduras, check out this video.